And I think this is where that understanding is really around the people and the processes that are underpinning the technology, that are pinned by the technology. If we understand people and we understand processes, what our people are trying to achieve, what our strategies are and what our goals are, and we have processes that support those goals and our people, that's when we can really use technology to uplift in that direction and to really drive change and capability, bring in digitisation, bring in automation with clear processes, policies and strategies to really help people achieve their goals and help people achieve the outcomes for their organisation. Yeah, there's a couple of things that come to mind. One of them is a really diverse customer group and stakeholders. I mean, we work with a very vast range of stakeholders and customers, from government organisations to industry to the general public, providing information and access to services in a way that is meaningful for that group and that diverse group, where people can really access what they need to when they need to in a way that they can understand, in a way that they can consume. From an internal perspective as well, is really ensuring that when we are dealing potentially with some legacy environments or with some older processes and procedures, that we truly understand what those are trying to achieve, how they're trying to achieve them, so that we can make the right technology choices, the right design choices to enable the correct process, not necessarily the one that we've had for the last 3 years, but really uplift that process and make sure it's fit for purpose for what we're trying to achieve. Yeah, I think engaging with the people early, engaging with them often, and really understanding the needs of your users, of your customers, of your stakeholders, and being really well prepared to deliver on their expectations and really clear on what you are and aren't delivering. If you can bring the people along for the journey and really engage with them and really make them feel like they're part of the change, part of the drive, part of the culture, they will come on board quite naturally. They'll feel heard and they'll be more inclined to try new things. They'll be more inclined to test something for you and to really help you grow and move towards those desires. If you treat the people second, it's a lot harder to bring them on board. So we really focus on making sure that the people are at the centre of the change and that they're aware of what we're trying to achieve and why we're trying to achieve it, and that the goal is to make their lives easier at first, and then how do we ensure that their needs are met with the change. So technology is changing so fast, and there are some really exciting things happening, both in a research sense, both in a technology sense, and we're coming up to a key period of change. I mean, ChatGPT has already been mentioned probably more than any other word so far today, but AI more broadly as well. I mean, this technology has some risks associated with it, yes, but it also has a huge amount of opportunities. And if we can find an appropriate way to leverage it early, an appropriate way to engage users and use it securely, safely, appropriately, make sure our data is managed correctly, it could fundamentally drive change in the next few years and really change the way we operate and enhance it if we manage it properly. I think it's that really understanding what we're trying to achieve before we jump down a particular solution is incredibly important. If we're too far down the road and our use case fundamentally changes because we didn't do the research initially to understand it, it can be really hard and expensive to find your way back. Developing in a way that we test regularly, we roll out and we iterate, really helps mitigate those risks, and it might slow down the time to delivery every now and then, but it will ensure that what you deliver is fit for purpose, meets the needs of the users, and will build that trust with organisational change.